Hey y'all, welcome to another video. Today we are 12 weeks out. We're 12 weeks out. Holy cow. Um, so we're going to do a little recap today, but this is also you know, remembering that, we are not perfect and that we all make mistakes and we just need to get back on track, but we'll get to that. So, and yeah, and with that being said, not being on track, I told myself that I was going to limit my uh, pop intake. Now, I don't really drink um, the sugar. It's more like the diet, the zero sugar type stuff that I drink. And as I am also drinking one, yeah, make mistakes, right? But we had recently gone to actually, this whole week. So, when I first started this series, I talked about, me making sure I do this for 20 weeks type thing, right? Well, this week and a little bit of last week, I'll be honest. I kind of went back to my old ways of kind of quote unquote being wishy-washy. Um, because I just said that it's getting nice out. I really want to run, which is great. I can still lift and run, right? Well, I almost wanted to completely like not necessarily not lift, but take my goal away of potentially getting on stage just to start running again. And me and Jake had a talk about it and stuff, and I was like, you know what, it's 12 weeks, like I can do this for 12 more weeks. I'm still getting my runs in. Like today I will. It's beautiful outside. It's supposed to be almost like 70 degrees, so you bet your butt I'm definitely going to be outside. Was hoping to run. See, I got my stroller right there ready to go. I was hoping to run with one of my friends, my friend that I've been lifting with, because she also wants to get into running. However, she doesn't have a running stroller, so it's going to be very difficult for her to run with her little one. So we're just going to go on a walk, and then either when we get back or whenever Jake gets home, we'll run as a family, or I'll just go by myself or whatever. So it's like I can still do the running. I'm not running like an hour. I'm running like 30 minutes, so it's not going to be like that big of a deal. Um, and then I kind of looked back and I was like, God, I've done this a lot. With like coaching. I coached high school sports. I did In one year, I did cross country, basketball, and track. But that was partially because I was out of school the whole year. So I just wanted to get involved in the sports and stuff. But to get back into coaching, since um, I was pregnant, had my baby, I want to do basketball and or cross country. Like I don't know how to pick one or the other. Like I just don't. Um, and I feel like that's even something that I did, with my jobs when before, I got pregnant. It was like, I'd have a job for a while and then get bored and then get a different job, like that type of thing. And with sports, when I was in high school, like I was good at everything, but I wasn't great at like one thing specifically. And I feel like I've kind of progressed that into my adult life as well. So I was like, I'm gonna do this for 12 freaking weeks, 12 more weeks. Like I'm gonna do it. Does it mean I end up, stepping on stage? I hope so. I can be on track. I am on track. It just kind of depends on, what happens in the next 12 weeks if I end up getting there, but I could step on stage. Do I think I'm ready? I'm like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna be ready in 12 weeks, but coach says I could be, as long as, I'm on my protein and all that stuff. I can get into that later. But anyways, we are going to look at our pictures today. So let me get all up and ready to go here. Go back. Here, I need my pictures. Where are my pictures? Aha, here we go. All right, so what coach says. So I have a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to compare my 20 week to my 12 week. And then I'm also going to compare, exactly a month apart. So from like February 1st to, March 8th. And then we're going to do that. But first, we're going to do our full 20 week to 10 week and see what coach says. So for my front, big improvements. My waist is clearly tighter, which I actually, I honestly can say that I have seen a difference in for because I really haven't been able to see much of a difference, but I have seen it. The lower abdomen is starting to flatten, and my shoulders are showing more relative width, which I am super excited about. And then it says the X frame is starting to appear, which I was going to get into, because with the figure division, you need like that big X frame, which means your shoulders have to come in, and they're finally coming in, and I'm like, yes, the progress is working. It is starting. So then if we go to the side pose, this is the biggest improvement, which I absolutely agree with. I saw my side pictures and I was like, oh my God, like it's really starting to come in. So the abdominal projection is reduced. So basically meaning tighter. My midsection is tighter overall, and my glutes are still maintaining the roundness. I'm leaning out without losing shape, which is exactly what we want for figure. So meaning I am not losing my muscle, I am losing fat, which is so vital in these 20 weeks of weight loss. Super exciting. And then for the back pose, it is quietly improving, which I like how he phrased that. Upper back is tighter. The lower back soft tissue is reduced and your glute shape is still full. The glute ham area is the last place to go, so the softness there is normal at 180 pounds. I will have to say I did look at a back double bicep that I did, I don't know, probably before prep maybe, and then I just did it yesterday, and you can see my back is kind of starting to come in, so I'm super excited about that as well. It's just great that like stuff's actually starting to happen, because I feel like, especially like last time, like the 14 weeks out video, I didn't necessarily think that anything happened from, that week to the week before that and so on. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited for that. And then I had mentioned that I needed to lock in this coming week, because I was off on my eating. However, I did lose a full pound from last week to this week, so the whole locking in thing wasn't necessarily there. It's just I need to be more clean, more disciplined in my eating a little bit more. So, so based on my physique progress, so what he looks at is the fat distribution pattern, which is exactly what I'm doing. My waist is tightening, which is yes. My upper back is leaning, yes. my quads are tightening. We're still getting there, but it is happening. And then the glutes are last, and that's going to happen. I don't think that happens until I get in like the mid 170s, maybe. So, it says he says they usually sharpen in the last 6 to 8 weeks. So I will, at that point, we'll be in the 170s. So, and he says, if I stay on this track, because I have been losing about 1.4 pounds per week on average. So if I continue to do that, I will be able to step on stage. So it says, the only thing that could put me behind is, not hitting protein consistently, not staying within calories, not doing my cardio, and then, not lifting heavy. So as long as I can continue to do them 4 things, I will be great. Gucci. So I am very, very excited about that. So I think I was getting to the point where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Like I'm too far behind. So I think that was also partially why I wanted to transition into running. But then I'm like, I made a promise to myself and to y'all that I was going to do this for 20 weeks. And gosh dang it, I'm going to do this for 20 freaking weeks. I'm going to just do it. Whoa. So let's go into my here we go. This one. Yes, we are going to go into my month check-in. So February 1st to March 8th. Almost 8 pounds exactly, which is exciting. So I'm going to go through my actual posing just to see the differences. So with my front pose, you can see that my posing is a lot better. Practice. But my shoulders are coming in, which is super exciting. And then my lats are not necessarily super flared because probably, that's the place I'm going to have to work on is getting my lats better. But they don't look as fat to me. They look more lean as well. Obviously, the tummy is lean and my legs are coming in good. The side pose, same thing with the lats. They're more leaned out, which is great. It just looks like I have more confidence with my posing too, which is great. My quad sweep, I guess that's what you call it, on my leg is coming in. You can see that little line. My hamstrings are looking tighter and my booty is looking good. Back pose, same thing. You can't necessarily tell as well because one side my hair is down, the other side my hair is up. But my shoulders are coming in. Even in this picture, you can see a little bit that my back is, leaning out, especially with my lats. Lower back's coming in good, and the butt looks actually a little more lifted, which is good. That could also partially be because of posing, but it looks good. And then the other side pose. Still need a little work, but it's okay. So, same thing as the other side pose. You can see my quad sweep, my hamstrings coming in, my butt is lifted, shoulders are coming in, stomach's getting tighter. So, like, all in all, just from a month and almost 8 pounds down, like, we are looking good. So, I am really excited about that. And I think, equally going to like the Arnold Classic was just like a good reset for me. So yeah. But what does the next couple of weeks look like? Well, just exactly what I said, staying on track, 12 more weeks, and hopefully, I don't know if we will step on stage. I hope we step on stage. It'll be fun. But just trying to do the best that I can in the next 12 weeks. So I hope I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe so you make sure you can get all of the updates on my prep. And we will see y'all in the next one.